Are you ready? All right, we're gonna do a test fitment for our drawer. See if you need to tweak any of the sizes for your drawer pieces. So your drawer pieces are 2 9.5 by 3 3/4 by 1/2, 2 10.5 by 3 3/4 by 1/2, and 1 11.5 by 3 3/4 by 1/2. Now they are supposed to fit between your two shelves, but if you find that they're a little bit tight, we may need to rip them slightly narrower on the table saw. Now another way to test the fitment is we can set them up on the top shelf, because your dimensions of your top shelf are the same as the dimensions of your bottom shelf. So I would start by putting a 10.5 in the back, and I would put the 9.5s on the sides, and they should slide in there. If they don't slide in there on each side of the 10.5, then you would need to modify the length of your 10.5 piece. If you change the length of this 10.5 piece, then you have to also make this 10.5 piece the same length. Now, this is going to be your drawer face that gets glued together. So I showed you that in another video, but the way this sets in there is it's going to set in this area here. So if your drawer fits perfectly on your top shelf, then it should fit perfectly on your bottom shelf. But we did discover that these pieces fit a little tight, so we're going to go rip all of these a little bit narrower. And many of you may need to do this. So I'm going to go to the table saw. Since these are ripped or planed a 1/2 inch, I may need to adjust the blade height. And these were 3 3/4. So I'm going to set my gauge on my fence to 3 3/4 and check them. So that was 3 3/4, but like I said, fits a little tight. So I'm going to drop it down to 3 5/8. 3 5/8, 3 3/4. So right between 3.5 and right between 3 3/4. And then we'll rip those and try our fitment again. Now we want to go see if these will fit between the shelves. Thank you. All right. So you can first test them by sliding them in there. That looks good. So I can take my 10.5, slide that to the back, my 9.5s on each side, ten and a half, set in there, unless I've already glued it to my drawer face. And then the 11.5, the face of the drawer. Super fantastic. Next time I'll go over how to cut the groove for your drawer bottom and the dimensions that your drawer bottom will be. I might also go over creating the knob for your project. Good luck.